Good day and welcome back to my channel. My name is Omoyera Oluwatosin, and if you are new to this channel, please support me by clicking on the subscription button and also on the notification bell so that once I upload a new video, you'll be among the first person to get the notification. On the channel today, I am going to show you how to cut the pattern for this Bustier top that you are seeing on the screen. And if this is a tutorial you are interested in, please keep on watching. The first thing you want to do before drafting the pattern is draw your landmark. I mean the foundation on which your pattern will be developed from. So this is what my foundation is looking like. This is the chest line, that is the bust line, and the next line is the waistline because the top is stopping at the waist. And if you can see, I've already dropped the armhole. On the chest line, I use quarter of the bust measurements to drop the armhole. So the next thing you want to do, you want to mark half of your nipple to nipple measurement, which is also known as the bust part measurement. So for this client, it is 8 inches. So I'm going to mark half of 8 inches here, which is 4. So I'm taking my measurement from the center front of this pattern. Now I'm going to mark 4 inches on the bust point line and on the waistline. After you mark it on the waistline, you are going to connect these 2 points with a straight line. After marking your dart line, the next thing you want to do, you want to come out half an inch on both sides of the dart line on the waistline to draw your dart. So that's the dart I just constructed. Draw the middle line as well. Okay, this is our dart. So the next thing you want to do from this point, you want to measure your under bust line from the top line. So now I'm placing the staple on the top edge of the paper and I'm going to measure and mark the under bust line. On both sides of the dark leg, come out 0.75, that is half and quarter of an inch. So you can see where I'm placing the tape. I'm marking 0.75. So what I'm doing is the under bust contouring or tightening. Now I'm just connecting that 0.75 to the dart on the waistline. Now I'm just using my curve ruler. You can use your hand if you know how to draw a perfect curve to draw the curve into the bust points. Now that we've drawn the cup into the bust point, the next thing you want to do, you want to draft the neckline of this top. So extend your dart line like the way you see me doing in the video. The next thing you want to do, from the bust point, you want to mark your bust radius measurement plus 1 inches. If you want your breast to show or your boobs to show, you mark just your bust radius measurement. It will show a lot of cleavage. But if you want a situation where you want to cover your cleavage, just mark your bust radius measurement plus 1 inches. So extend the line like so. The next thing you want to do, you want to come with your pattern master or a curve rule. You can see the way I am connecting the point. I'm making sure that the curve rule is passing through that our neck point into the armhole and back to the chest line. You can see what I'm making sure that the curve is touching that extended point, that our bust radius plus 1 inch. So now that we got the neckline, the next thing you want to do, you want to contour the neckline so that it won't gape. So from that extended line, the dart line, I'm coming out on both sides by 5/8 of an inch. You can do half inches. From the bust point, I came up 1 inch to create more room for your bust. You don't want that your bust area to be pointed. You want to create more curveness around the bust. So now that I've extended this point, the next thing you want to do, you want to make sure that the necklines are aligned. So I measure what I have from that 1 inch point to the first neckline. You can see what we have here. I think I have 3.38 of an inch or so. So I'm going to make sure that this other part too is the same thing. So just making sure that the measurement is correct. After taking your reading, make sure you apply the measurement on this part that is facing the center front like this, so that when you match your pattern together they will match. Now we have a new neckline curve, you can see. So ignore the first one, the first one is no more useful. So after contouring the neckline and the underbust, now it's time to apply your measurement. Remember that we've marked quarter of our bust measurement on the chest line. On the waistline, you're going to mark quarter of your waist measurement plus 1 inches for that we added. So you're going to mark it on the waistline. After marking it on the waistline, you're going to connect the waist to the bust line, you can see. So this is how you're going to connect it. Now our pattern is ready. The next thing you want to do, you want to come in with your scissors and cut it out. And this is what the front pattern should look like at the end of the day. So setting this aside, you are going to work on the back pattern. Like the front, you're going to mark half of the nipple to nipple measurement to get a dot line. So now for the back, we are going to mark the half of the nipple measurement on the chest line, not on the bust line. So you're going to connect your mark point on the chest line to the waistline with a straight line. The next thing you want to do, you want to mark your dart. Come out ½ inch on both sides of this dart line and connect it to the chest line to create a dart. Like we did for the front, measure quarter of your waist measurement plus the dart allowance, which is 1 inch on the waistline. You apply this measurement on the waistline and connect it to quarter of your bust measurement on the chest line. So that's that. So now the next thing you want to draft is the neckline. Now I'm going to bring in the armor part of our front pattern and measure what we have there. So when I was done, we had 5.5 inches. Now from the underarm at the chest line, you're going to measure 5.5 inches. So at this point, you're going to draft your neckline into the center bar. Now I'm just going in with the curve part of my pattern master to draw a curve line from that armhole into the center back, making sure that my back neckline is resting on the chest line. So this is that for the neckline. So now extend the dart line into the new neckline. So from both sides of the new neckline, come out in and out from the dart line by ½ inch to contour the back neckline so that it won't gape when your client is putting it on. Now you connect this to the dart on the waistline. So that's that for this pattern. So the next thing you want to do, you want to fold the dart in such a way that you want to blend the neckline so that when you match this pattern piece together, it will match at the center. But if you notice the line has broken, now we are going back with our pattern master to recreate the back neckline. So this is what it looks like now. So the next thing you want to do, you want to clean those parts that you don't need, clean them so that you don't get confused. And you're going to work with the new neckline. So that's that for this pattern. After you are sure that this is what you want, then you're going to go in with your scissors and cut out the pattern. And this is what your pattern set should be looking like at the end of the day. The front and back pattern set. So the next thing you want to do, you want to place them on the fabric at the seam allowance and start cutting it out. I hope that the tutorial was helpful. If it was, please give this video a thumb up, like and share my video, and don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Have a nice day and bye.